welcome to my channel, and as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about some cloth diaper must-haves. So before we get into the video, I just want to say that must-haves when it comes to honestly anything is different for everybody. You know, what I consider a must-have might not be what you would consider a must-have, or what I think, you know, I wouldn't really need might be something that you do need. So I just want to say that before we get started. Also, I'm going to be going over must-haves, some things that are nice to have but not really necessary, I guess, when it comes to cloth diapering. Like, you can cloth diaper without them. So I'm going to be honest, there are really only two things you really need to successfully cloth diaper, and those are cloth diapers and a cloth diaper safe laundry detergent. And if you're new to cloth diapering, you might be a little, I don't know, overwhelmed, I guess. I know I was when I first started learning about cloth diapers. But what I mean by cloth diaper safe you guys, I can't talk. But what I mean by cloth diaper safe laundry detergent is a soap that doesn't have fabric softener in it, or something that doesn't have bleach in it. There's actually a super long list of soaps that you can use with your cloth diapers. There's a really long list on Fluff Love University's website, and I will link that list down below. But I just want to say that, just in case you're new to cloth diapering, no, you don't have to buy some expensive, you know, fancy soap to use on your diapers. You can use just regular soap as long as it doesn't have fabric softener in it and bleach, just because I feel like you probably don't want to bleach your diapers all the time. I think it'll break down the fabric. So those are really the only two things you are required to have when cloth diapering. And if you want to stay as minimalistic as possible, then that's all you really need. But I feel like there's other accessories that, well, no, they're not necessarily required to have when cloth diapering. They really come in handy, and so I'm gonna go over those now. So the first one is wet bags. In my opinion, wet bags are a necessity, and that is because, well, you may not use it when you're at home to store dirty diapers. It's nice to have when you're out, and it comes in handy. You can use it for so many other things too, other than just diapers, but they really come in handy when you're out and you have a dirty diaper and you don't want to stick it in a plastic bag, because I mean, it just causes more waste, and with a wet bag you just throw it in and wash it. So wet bags to me are a necessity. They're a must-have. I'll admit I don't use wet bags at home. I hardly use wet bags because I don't go out much, but when I do go out, they're really nice to have, and I couldn't imagine not having a wet bag to put my diapers in. You know, I don't want to throw them in a plastic bag, and that just causes more waste. And with cloth diapering, I'm trying to cause less waste, so yeah, so wet bags are a must-have for me. Something else that, and I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of all I would consider a must-have other than the soap and the diaper. Something else that some people may consider a must-have, but I would consider, I mean, it's nice to have, I guess, would be a diaper sprayer. I don't have a diaper sprayer. I wish I did, but you know, they're kind of expensive, and for me it's not really a necessity. It's not something I need right now. Eventually I'm sure I'll get one, but right now I do the dunk and swish. And if you don't know what that is, you just dip your diaper in the toilet and swish it around to get the poop out. It's a little gross, I'm not gonna lie. It can be a little messy sometimes when it's really stuck on there and you're really just trying to swish it as fast as you can to get it off. Yeah, it's kind of gross. It feels weird to talk about. But so a diaper sprayer is something that some other people may consider a must-have, but it's definitely not required to have when you're cloth diapering. A pail, a diaper pail, and like pail liners and stuff, you really don't need those. I feel like I just throw my dirty diapers in a bucket just because I used to hand wash them, so I have a bucket sitting around, so I just throw them in there it makes life a whole lot easier. I don't have to deal with washing any extra pail liners or anything like that. So it's less laundry for me. They're not something that I would really use. I think with diaper pails, it's more the looks of it, I guess. It looks nice, and for me, that's not really an issue. Like, I'm not worried about like people seeing my dirty diaper sitting in a bucket. Like, it's really not a problem for me. Also, I wash my diapers every day, so honestly, using a pail liner would just be such a waste for me personally, because I would not fill that thing up all the way. Like, I would fill it part of the way and then throw it in the wash, and it seems like such a waste to have that big of a thing. I guess if you're washing diapers every other day or something, or you have a lot of kids that you're cloth diapering at a time, then maybe, maybe you'd fill that whole thing up, but I know there's no way I could fill it up, and there's no point in getting something like that when I'm hardly gonna use it. Another thing that is not really a must-have, but it's, something you might get, are Snappies. So I sort of use them, I sort of don't. I think they're great to have for newborns if you plan on cloth diapering a newborn and you want to fold the pre-fold around them. But as your kids get older, it gets so hard to fold pre-folds around them. Like, it becomes impossible. So I honestly, I don't consider Snappies like a must-have, and I guess I'm only talking about Snappies. I should include like Boingos and what are the other ones called? Belly bands or something like that. I don't know, there's a few different ones. All of those though, I don't really consider them must-haves. I could easily cloth diaper without them. It's not, I don't know, it's not something I need to have, especially because you can always just pad fold the pre-fold. I don't consider Snappies or anything like that a must-have. I'm trying to think of other cloth diaper accessories that like people have, but I can't think of anything else, honestly. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just felt like I should go over some of these things. I know when I was new to cloth diapering, it's like there were so many things that people had, and I watched all these videos and people were like, oh, I put my diapers in this pail liner, I put my diapers here, I do this, I do that, and it's like, oh my gosh, it can be so overwhelming, So I thought I would just make this video to hopefully help you guys out and not get you guys too overwhelmed with all these crazy things that you think you might need for cloth diapering. And like I said in the beginning, it really depends on the person. Your opinion or what you think is a must-have might not be mine, or what I think is a must-have might not be yours. So keep that in mind too when you're cloth diapering, is that everyone's gonna have their own opinions. So you might need a diaper pail, like a liner and everything like that, where like I don't, I just, yeah. I guess that's what I want to say is, everyone's opinions are going to be different. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped a little bit on your cloth diapering journey, I guess. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video.